Denzel Andersson, Jakie, Warszawę. Denzel, it's not your first time in Poland, and there are many Swedish players in Polish league right now. So this is kind of trend. So do you think it's a trend, or there are different situations that so many Swedish players are coming to Polish league?
I think a lot of people underestimate the Polish league, and I think the Polish league is a very good stepping stone to get to even higher leagues. It's a good competitive league. If you can show you can play in the Polish league, you can probably play in other good top leagues around Europe and stuff like that. So I think a lot of Swedish people are here now because they want to take the next step and they want to prove they can play good basketball. That's why they're in a good league right now.
You are kind of example that you managed to move to the, let's say, better league. You were in Spain, but you came back here because you wanted, as you said before the season, quite a bigger role. And judging by season so far, I can say that you are effective on the floor for Jakie, but maybe a little bit hesitant, and you could take more on your shoulders. Would you agree?
Yeah, I was talking to coach before signing that I was looking to get a bigger role, and after being a couple of years having not a small role, but a limited role, standing in the corner, playing mostly defense. It's kind of weird to adjust to take more shots, have more responsibilities on the court. So I'm just trying to adjust for every month it goes, and I think it's more around this time and get more comfortable doing it.
Yeah, I'm always curious how a guy from Sweden started to play basketball. I've talked to a couple of Swedish players in the past, and it's always unusual. And you started in small cities.
Yeah,
maybe village.
Yeah.
And your first coach was your mother?
Yes, it was.
Can you tell us the story?
It was. We lived in a small city called Hudiksvall, and I don't know how many who lives there right now, but I think around the time it was only 30,000 who lived in that city. And I grew up in a basketball family. My dad played basketball, and my mom used to play basketball. And so naturally, I want to play basketball as well. So my mom started a basketball club in that small city, trying to get young people to play basketball. And it wasn't so many in my age who would play. So I got to start playing with my sister, who's 5 years older. So when I was 5, I was playing in her team.
You played in girls' team?
Yeah, I started off playing in a girls' team.
With 5 years older girls' team?
Yeah, so when I was 5,
were you the best?
Absolutely not. They were killing me. My sister was whooping my butt, basically.
Probably she's not anymore.
No, absolutely not.
But she was also professional later?
No, she only played for a few years, and then she started playing more football, and then she stopped.
I see. And you mentioned already your father, who was NBA champion almost 50 years ago.
Yeah.
What was your relation with him? How much did he teach you about basketball? Because we know that he passed away a couple of years ago.
That's what a lot of people get it wrong. Maybe many people think, oh, his dad used to play in NBA. He was NBA champion. His dad taught him everything. And to be honest, we weren't really that close. My mom and my dad separated early when I was a kid, and so basically the most I've learned is from my mom.
I see. So you didn't hear any NBA stories or anything like that? Yeah.
No, I heard a lot of those stories from other people I meet around Sweden, because
I see.
Basically everywhere I go, because my dad used to live in Sweden for a very long time. I used to play in different cities, and a lot of good friends I have right now in my age, their parents knew my dad, and they can tell me very nice stories about him, and it's always good stories. He was a good man and a very good basketball player.
I see. How big is basketball in Sweden right now? Because I remember that there was an Eurobasket in 2003. It's 22 years ago, and they tried to grow the basketball there. Mm-hmm. But did it help? I don't think so. At that time, maybe now it's bigger.
Yeah, I would say from the couple of years back, it's been growing even more. Right now, we are I don't know how many people we have on our national team games. Around 10,000, I would say, for each home game we have, and you just see on social media it's growing even more. So I think Sweden is doing a good job promoting basketball for younger people, who's getting more involved, so it can get more popular in around the whole country.
I see. So you live right now in Warsaw, which is a city which is, let's say, growing in terms of tourism, and it's more it's even starting to get more recognition in Western Europe. What do you think is the best about Warsaw as a city for a foreigner visiting?
I would think, for me, I like a lot of history. So even if you look back, it's a pretty sad history. It's very interesting to go into the city, see how everything got rebuilt, and talk to especially my teammates who can explain how stuff happens. I think it's I don't know. It's a lot of good things, I would say, to be in Warsaw. Just of the history they had, and they're just building up to being one of the more popular cities for to visit right now.
I see. I've seen some videos on team's social media, and you seem quite a funny person. And usual when we talk about people from Sweden, the first reaction is that they are cold and reserved. So, are you quite not Swedish, or is it not true that Swedish people are reserved and cold?
I think a lot of people can be. Yeah. If they be only living in Sweden, they can be more to themselves and maybe more ice cold. But I think that's only the first part when you see it. When you get to know them even more, they open up and you're gonna see the more true self of them. So I think it's partly true, but the more you get to know Swedish people, they open up and you can show them the true self.
And one last question about the Jakie and organization of the club. It's kind of unusual. It's a new team, it's just a couple of years, and this project is, let's say, in Polish basketball unique. How do you see this as a first year player? How do you like the organization and the vision about the team and the whole concept?
I think it's good. I like to be in I said this is a new organization, maybe not the biggest, but they have really big goals, and that's very important to have especially in a club. Even if they do good this year, they still want to climb to be better and better for every year. Some clubs can just be happy to be where they are right now at the moment, but to have a vision further down the road is very important to develop the whole organization and of course all the players who comes there. And I think it's good.
Thank you.
Thank you, man.